In 1847, King of Tulunadu agreed to trade some of his forest land with the local tribespeople in exchange for peace and happiness granted by Panjurli Daiva, an animist spirit worshipped by the inhabitants of Udupi and Mangalore, which are in western Karnataka and Kasaragod district of Kerala, together forming Tulunadu. Daiva agree, but tribespeople warn the king that the family of Daiva is committed to following the deity, and any attempt to renege will incur the wrath of Panjurli's companion, the Guliga Daiva. A greedy successor to the king demands during the Buddha Kola festival in 1970 that the tribespeople return the land, warning them he will go to court if they fail to do so. After a few months, however, Panjurli predicted that the successor would die of a mysterious death. The land was earmarked for conversion into a forest reserve in 1990 by Mora leader, a forest officer. In Kadabetu, Shiva, a Kambala athlete, challenges him. Shiva is supported by Devendra Saturu, the current king's successor and the village's landowner, who also serves as his sponsor. Beginning the construction of a fence along the designated forest reserve is Murali and his team. Leela, Shiva's joined Murali's crew as a forest guard. Shiva and the villagers attempt to prevent the barrier from going up, but the forest guards violently put them down and put the fence up. Shiva is urged to conduct the Buddha Kola in the meantime, but he declines because he saw his father vanish forever during the Kola ceremony. Shiva sees the deity that constantly appears in his nightmares while spending the night in the jungle with Devendra. Shiva flees in fear, and Devendra follows. Along with Devendra's goon Sudhakar, Murali decides to arrest Shiva and his friends and goes to their hiding place. Shiva and his pals, on the other hand, hide. Later, they are apprehended and put in jail. When Guruva, Shiva's cousin, asks Devendra to free Shiva, the latter responds by directing Guruva to convince the villagers that the Daiva wants them to sell their land to Devendra. Guruva declines, and Devendra kills him as a result. Devendra wanted the villagers to give him their land in exchange for taking revenge on the Daiva and the people for killing his father, it is revealed. When Devendra finds out that Murali has chosen to take legal action against him for his unethical methods of obtaining land from the peasants, Devendra decides to assassinate Murali. Shiva contacts Devendra after learning of Guruva's passing, and Devendra tells a lie about Murali being Guruva's killer. Shiva is furious and prepares to kill Murali, but his buddy Mahadeva, the blacksmith, informs him that Devendra actually killed Guruva. Shiva is attacked by Kamara and other members of Devendra's gang but escapes. Shiva visits the locals and confesses that Devendra was the one who killed Guruva after Murali informs Shiva about Devendra's dishonest actions in order to get the land. The village is attacked by Devendra and his goons, and a fierce struggle results. Shiva is slain, but Guliga Daiva takes control of him and beheads Devendra and his goons. A few months after the conflict, Shiva conducts the Buddha Kola ritual in which the Panjurli Daiva takes possession of him. He commands Murali and the villagers to link hands in a symbolic action before vanishing forever into the wilderness. The movie closes with Sundara answering a question from Shiva and Leela's son concerning his father's disappearance, hinting that Sundara's retelling of the entire movie was accurate.